Hi.
Hi.
Me and Nina have been talking a lot about how much we miss our conversations that we have about references when it comes to approaching a look.
And since we're not working and we're at home, we decided it'd be fun to
Have this conversation based off of a hypothetical outfit and a hypothetical event that has been chosen by a stylist.
each week we're going to highlight a new stylist that we love to work with. And they're going to pick a whole look and a scenario for an event, like a fake event, as specific or as vague as they want. And then you and I get to create or think of what would be the best hair and makeup.
Our first guest stylist this week is Andrew Mukamal, who we're so excited about. We're both friends with him, and we work with him with Kaia Gerber. Nina works with him with Zoe Kravitz. Andrew has some of the coolest looks going right now and has such a refined precision approach to how he works.
So we asked Andrew to send over a look, and he sent us a complete look, and he really delivered. This is what he wrote about the outfit that he chose. So I've been thinking of all the fun summer events we normally work on and was dreaming about what I'd dress someone in a big film festival or movie premiere. I've always loved white for summer, and the detail on this McQueen gown is exquisite. The heavily embroidered bodice paired with the light as air chiffon skirt would be incredible on the outdoor carpet at Cannes. I'd pair it with some amazing emeralds and diamonds from Lorraine Schwartz and the perfect clutch and sandals from McQueen. What are your initial thoughts?
I love how it plays with weights. The bodice of it is heavy and ornate. And then there's this paperweight chiffon that I'm sure in sunlight on a carpet would be very see-through. I love the Cannes carpet because I love the wind. So I'm always a big fan of either doing something very structured and strong and tight, or completely accepting the wind and doing something soft and loose that you build in a way that is prepared to move and blow, and it's going to be so beautiful because it's doing that.
What really spoke to me was what you said, all the attention to detail on the top bodice. It almost reminds me of like a Gothic Victorian piece of jewelry or something. It's very vintage looking. I really loved all the little points of these royal jewel tones on there. It looks like emerald and sapphire, or like amethyst. And I feel like the dress would also really complement a lot of different skin tones and hair colors too, actually.
Absolutely. I think it would be pretty flattering dress for a lot of different body types as well.
So do you want to start, or do you want me to start first?
You go.
It's Cannes. I want her to be sexy, glamorous, and also be powerful at the same time. So for me, I feel like a lip symbolizes strength while also being feminine at the same time. So the color lip I would pick is ruby red, because it would be with the whole jewel tone family, the story of the dress. And I feel like that would add such a beautiful element to the face, especially with those earrings that Andrew had picked out, those ginormous emerald earrings. I feel like that complements it so well.
I always find a bold lip kind of anchors things. If you feel like a person could easily be getting lost in the outfit, the lip really draws attention to the face and makes it you're really owning the look.
Yeah. And I think that we always find little statements. I think it's always either in the hair or in the makeup, or sometimes both, where we can put these little anchors down to make the look stronger and to really make it whole. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my first reference. I'm very excited.
I love all of this. I think a bold red lip will look really amazing. Which one are you the most into?
The one that I'm most into is this one.
Oh yeah, love.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's stunning.
So this is Vanessa Paradis on the cover of Vogue Paris. I've always loved this image. I think the contrast of her skin versus the lip is it's so strong. You see how the lip looks multi-dimensional, looks like sculpted on the outer. You can see that there's the depth of a deeper ruby color on the outer, and it fades into the brighter kind of crimson red in the center.
Yeah, I love the structure that adds, and the brightness that the center has. It's really structural and sharp.
Any way that you kind of turn it has depth and reflects at the same time. And I think it wouldn't be a matte. I think I'd want it to have a lacquer finish, but very pigmented. I envision it with maybe a soft sculpted crease, sculpted cheekbones, just really natural groomed brows, skin-like finish on foundation, and really let the mouth and the lips be the statement.
I've always felt like a bold lip was such a different statement than anything else you do to your face, because I feel like putting a lip on a dress is like adding another piece of jewelry. And I think that this is a dress that can carry that.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. There's some designers where when I see that this person is going to wear that designer, I immediately am like, I want to go into references from that, the heritage of that company and that line, because I love their aesthetic. And I feel like the way that they approach hair and makeup makes their clothes make sense. And it's a really like symbiotic thing. And I need to stay in that world. I'm going to text you through my pictures now. I have a handful of images that I really liked and could talk to, but there's definitely one specific look that I've landed on.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting this.
Specifically, the one that I'm liking the most is the one that looks almost like a braid. It's a McQueen runway show image. If you look up closely, they've almost taken the hair and like done loops and knots.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's stunning, and it just gives such an amazing shape to the head, and the amount of volume is just like perfect. And that on a canned carpet where things are moving and flowing and soft pieces in the face, I just think would be so beautiful. It spoke to the kind of like warrior, like Joan of Arc reference that I saw in the bodice. It also, I thought, was a really nice weight balance to the gown. Because the bodice is so ornate, that there needed to be some volume and some movement to the head to make sure that it didn't, the head didn't look small. I felt like this hairstyle was a really nice marriage of something that was free and soft and easy, but that still had a shape that was contained. So I could make sure that while she's on that carpet, the dress from every angle would have that balance to it.
But here's the thing though too. So do you think with hair like that and with such a bold lip, like do you think that works?
I do. I think because the hair is still so soft, even though it's a look, that the lip still again will anchor it. I think it needs that strength.
I think it would be so stunning with the dress especially. What would you steer away from, would you say?
Anything that looked at all retro or set or polished.
The things that I would probably steer clear of would probably be in like a very heavy eye. If there would be such a disconnect from a very heavy smoky eye, or even like a graphic liner. It could have gone so many different ways, and it's funny how you and I kind of had like the same idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we both usually have, the reason we enjoy having these conversations is because we have similar tastes and similar approaches to things. It's not always been that easy. Like we've definitely had moments where we both had ideas that weren't meshing together. And that's the other thing I think is so important in these conversations, and when in working with a glam team at all, is you can't have an ego. Like you have to be willing to see, like, you know what, Nina's lip is actually going to make this stronger than the hair reference I had picked out, and I need to roll back and really simplify my approach because the lip is more important right now. And or vice versa. Like you can't just be like, oh well, but I want to do my braid.
We always have these really long discussions over text or in a hotel room together where we're like stuck with each other for like days on end, and we can obsess. The last couple days, me pulling references to send you, like I had so much fun. It just brought back like, oh, I miss this so much.
Yeah, no, me too. It definitely fulfills something. Thank you so much to Andrew for doing this. We felt very lucky to have you be our first guest.
Very first. All
okay.
right. Much.
Bye, babe.
Bye.